All right, is it 7 p.m., Joe?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is. It's 7 p.m. on a Sunday night. That means the Tampa Bay Thunderstrikers are live from the Safety Harbor Studios. We are having a special evening tonight. Lots of surprises. And the best yet, we have a game in 1 hour. So we're going to get this through quick. We want to make sure that nobody misses that game, especially us. Looking forward to it as we beat the Bruins. All right, Joe, what you got?
Well, good evening, everybody. I'm Joe D'Angelo, Tampa Bay Thunderstrikers live here in wet and rainy.
Yes, it is.
Well, it's wet and rainy all over Florida. So we'll take that over the hurricane, which is going to Louisiana.
That's very true.
So we're dodging bullets here.
Well, we are. Yes, we are.
Knock on wood. So Jeff is back from vacation.
Yes.
So I want to welcome him back, even though he's in his own home.
That's right. Thank you for back. We are back live. Wonderful time, Joe. We went to Key West, my lovely wife and I, and spent 2 of the days watching the Bolts win. It was a fantastic time in Key West.
That is fantastic. And, you know, everybody is entitled to a vacation. Jeff had his. Mine's going to be in October. So, you know, we're going to be, the show must go on. And the show did go on. I want to thank Ronnie Pisco for filling in last week.
Very nice, Ronnie.
He did a great job. Funny as hell. We definitely went above and beyond what we normally do on the show.
Yeah, I heard.
Which is an understatement.
It was a good show. It was a lot of fun to watch.
The bottom line is we did over 1,000 views. Last time I looked, it was like 1,035 views, which is pretty damn good for, kind of getting away from all the sports and just having fun and talking about whatever comes up. And
well, I hope we're having fun here talking about the Lightning.
Yeah, well, of course. That's our subject that we talk about.
That's right.
But it was a fun show. It was definitely different, but I'm perfectly fine with it, and I love having family on the show. So, Ronnie, thanks again for filling in and giving us those great rates. But then again, we are averaging. What was the average?
781, 700 something. Lots and lots and lots.
That's pretty damn good for weekly ratings.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with that. And
Joe, the thing is, it's a really good show. A lot of good information, no rumors. It's all facts. The things we hear, the things we know, we're already giving to our audience the best we can as quickly as possible. And plus, everyone should be a Lightning fan because we are, the best. That's what I hear, at least.
Yeah, well, there's so much to talk about in so little time. And we got the game coming on in game 1. So we're going to just try to get everything out that we need to get out before it's time to get on the TV and watch the Bolts win.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm looking forward to that.
I want to welcome again. I just want to keep on telling everybody that we are growing in bounds lately. A couple of groups that I've talked to and added over the past couple of weeks. Probably the first one was Larry at Frankly Speaking Sports.
Yeah, Larry. How you doing, Larry? Always a pleasure to have you on here.
And Larry, you are appreciated. And Larry, let me be the first to tell you that I pre-approved all your posts onto the Thunderstrikers.
Oh, look at that. I don't even get that, Larry.
Yes, you do.
Oh, do I?
You're already on pre-approved.
Oh, thank goodness. I think it's because I'm an admin.
Yes.
Oh, that's why.
If you're an admin, you're automatically.
Oh, I'm going to start posting really interesting stuff.
Jeff didn't know.
I won't say who I'm going to post about. They're number 1 in the major league at the current baseball.
Of course, it'll be deleted. But it'll be fun to look at for
a couple seconds
for those people that root for that baseball team at the dumpster in St. Pete.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so welcome. We already welcomed Larry in, of course. We want to welcome some new ones that I just added.
Oh, fantastic.
One of them is Crew Life. It is a new Tampa Bay Bucks group. And they came to me and they asked me if I was interested in combining the groups and doing shows with each other. And I'm like, okay with it. I'm perfectly okay with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to tell you that I'm a Bucks fan because I'm not.
You should be. We're all Bucks fans. We're Tampa Bay.
But
you got to root for the home team.
Who said that though?
I said that.
Oh, well,
yes, that's correct.
that's not good enough for me.
I said that.
I'm a Lightning fan through and through.
Yes, as am I.
And that's the one team that when I moved here decided to support, and I still stand by that today.
Yes.
Doing what I do. All right, so Crew Life, welcome guys, and
welcome.
If you guys want to check out their group, we always post their link, and they are pre-approved as well with their posts.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, those guys haven't done it for me, but I've done it for you guys.
That's all right. We'll call it a day. We'll call it a day.
Okay, we also have the Bay Bolts now. Most recently, I've been talking to the guy in charge of that, and I just texted him, and we're going to try to do some shows together because, we're Bolts groups. And the last one is a very intriguing one, and I get questioned, why are you allowing this to come into the show? Well, the reason why I'm allowing this to come into the show is because we want to get their point of view over in Boston, how they feel about their Bruins and how they feel about the rivalry. And I think it's good when you have the interaction among the groups. They're a group from Boston. We're a group from Tampa.
Well, yeah.
Don't be surprised in the future someday that, maybe there's a chance that, I could be moving and I'll be.
Don't move to Boston because I won't talk to you anymore.
No, I'm not moving to
Just
Boston.
saying. I'll be like.
No,
No, huh?
No,
All right.
No plans to move
All
to
right.
Boston. No plans. So
This is
that's all
true.
that's all the groups that I wanted to get out of the way and welcoming them to the show.
Great. Hey, by the way, just so you guys know, if you'd like to be on the show tonight, give us a call. 727-474-8786. That number again, 727-474-8786. We'll talk all about the Bolts, what's been going on this week, and what's going to be happening in the week ahead. Good times.
Well, before we talk about the Boston series coming up, we're going to do a quick review of the Bolts and their 5-4 win and their series clincher.
This is true.
Very good game.
Yep.
Vasi, again, just brilliant. His 21st postseason win moves him into a tie with Ben Bishop and Javi Bulin.
That's right.
For the most in Lightning history.
That's very true.
And I was a big fan of Javi Bulin. I really was. And of course, I was a huge fan of Ben Bishop. And it's a shame that hasn't been playing for Dallas because they're doing so well.
True. But you know what? Vasi did a great job. But look who's behind us. That's the one I want to talk about tonight.
Yes.
Braden Point. Braden not only is on our screen behind us, but we are both wearing jerseys from Braden. Is yours signed?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Mine's signed on the front and back. So each of us have met Braden and
got signed on the back.
Got autographs from him.
I got pucks signed by him. I got jersey signed by him.
Yes. As you can tell, our clock is a little bit ahead, but hey, let's sing us a little song while we go. That's what happens when you have a studio like that. Who's got a comment already?
Comments. Nice. Okay, and show is dedicated to Rick Peckham, 24 seasons.
No, hold on, I'll give you a Rick Peckham video here.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's go.
Because Rick is awesome. We love Rick.
I'm going to dedicate this show to Rick Peckham.
We are definitely going to dedicate the show to Rick. Here's Rick on here. Come on there, Rick. There we go. Dedicated the show to Rick Peckham. His final show was announcing the final win in overtime, thanks to Braden Point.
Yep.
Fantastic job, Rick. You're going to be missed. If anyone's looking for a new, I won't say that because, but he's a fantastic guy and
24 seasons with the Lightning and 40 plus years in broadcasting.
That's right. We got a comment that says, "Thanks for beating those." We won't say that in the Jackets. Sincerely, a salty Maple Leafs fan. This is very true. It was a great beating all the way around. A little tight. But I'll tell you, they were nothing to sneeze at by any means at all.
I hate to say this, but it's true. I hate to say this, but it's true. The refereeing in that game was super pathetic.
You saw what I posted. The 3 stars went to ref number 1, ref number 2, and the line judge.
Well, I will one-up you on that and say that traditionally, There's two referees that are
Is that you?
Bolts haters. Number one Bolt hater is Tim Peel, who we are lucky that he didn't work the series because both him and Eric Furlot are the two worst referees in hockey, and they have vendettas against the Bolts. The Bolts did not get one power play over 10.
That's correct.
And those guys are always seem to be, whenever they're refereeing, we don't get power plays, we don't get calls.
Well, here's the problem we have tonight.
Terrible.
One of the things, the first game notes that were given from Cooper were don't take penalties because we are favored 5-on-5 tonight. We are actually favored on that. The problem is the penalty kills versus Boston are not in our favor.
Right.
You know, our power play percentage is 23.1. Theirs is 25.2. Close. But their penalty kill, 84.3% to our 81.4%. Again, it's close, but they've got us on both of them. The last thing we need to do is get stuck in a power play and a penalty kill where we're having to catch up here, because that's where Boston's going to really give us a shot. And that concerns me.
It is very concerning.
Yeah.
It is very concerning. But I think, as I did, well, I'm not even going to talk about Boston yet because we're still on the Jacket game.
Okay, let's go back to the Jackets.
Let's just finish off on this. Let's see. So
thank you, Rick, by the way. Thank you, Rick.
Yes,
great job.
Thank you, Rick. And this show is dedicated to you.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay, first period.
Oh, yes.
Tyler Johnson.
We like Tyler. We
538.
definitely like Tyler.
Especially in the playoffs. The man is a playoff machine.
He is really good at what he does.
So we're up 1-0 with the assists by Cirelli and Cernak. Not too long after that, 6:39, Blake Coleman with his first goal, assisted by Zach Bogo.
Yeah, Zach
Bogosian.
Bogosian. Let's get it nice.
I call it Bogan, though. Bogo.
I know you do.
Okay, so
but we like it.
The punk-ass Nick Foligno, whatever the hell his name is. Foligno.
He'll be all
right. Nice call on Foligno when he put Cernak in the boards for boarding, and nothing was called.
Nothing at all.
So end of one, it's 2-1 Bolts.
By the way, we've got a picture of Tyler up right now, just because there's a special surprise coming in a little bit here. So keep going.
Second period.
Yes.
They score on the power play.
Yeah, the power play.
2-2. Then at 1944, they go up 3-2.
Yeah.
Okay, I hope panic.
We're not looking happy at this point. That's what's getting me right here. And now, don't forget, I am in a bar on Duval Street in Key West with my lovely wife, and we are not happy.
And it would get worse.
Yes, it did.
Because third period at 9:33, Borkerstan scored, and it's 4-2. And I think a lot of Bolts fans were posting a lot of
there's some negative things going on right there.
Nasty, negative stuff.
It was not pretty.
However, at 12:01, Kevin Shattenkirk.
Yes, Mr. Shattenkirk himself.
With his first playoff goal.
Yes.
Assisted by Braden Point.
Well, of course we're assisted by Braden Point because he's just fantastic. Oh, by the way, just in case you missed it, we heard a lot of that.
Yeah. Second assist by Nikita Kucherov.
Kucherov, Mr. Assist for this whole series right here.
4-3. Well, he's not scoring, so he might as well just,
But you know what?
Let Braden do the scoring.
Either way, he's been, and we talked about this again. I love to bring back the past. We talked about this early in the season. He was so hell-bent on score after score after score. After a while, it began to hurt him.
Yeah.
Now that he's taken a step back and he's worked on assists to some of these guys, because don't forget, the Capitals were looking for, and the Bruins too, they're going to be looking for Nikita Kucherov.
Of course.
They don't have a 50-50 shot of Kucherov and Stamkos to look at. So they're looking at Kuch. Right now they're looking at Braden too. That's the bad part. But with Kuch passing the puck and allowing others to score and being the assist guy that he is really on fire.
Yes.
And that's very, very impressive for old Kuch. Thank you very much, Kuch.
They can't cover them all. That's how much.
Well, true.
There's a reason why the Bolts are the #1 scoring team.
Well, yeah, because we're awesome. We have the depth. we have
There
the
you
talent.
go. All those haters out there. And there are some haters, boy.
This is true.
They've been all up in my grill, and I got to shoot them down.
I know.
Let's see. I shoot down pretty good. 1822, Anthony Sorelli.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's another kid that's just incredible right there.
Yes, his first goal of the playoffs, assisted by who else? Braden Point and Nikita Kucherov.
Yeah, if we haven't figured this out yet, between Braden and Cooch, it's pretty incredible right now.
So guess what? We're 4-4.
Yes.
And we're going into overtime. And you know the Bolts love overtime, don't we?
We love overtime. I mean,
5-12.
We just love it.
5-12 into the overtime.
Yeah.
Braden Point,
Look
his
at this.
fifth goal of the playoffs.
Fifth goal of the playoffs, second overtime goal to win.
5-4.
This guy is, I hate to say it against Alex Killorn because I love Alex. I've got everything signed by him. He's a fantastic guy, great influencer, great team assistant captain, great player rep. But unfortunately, he may be leaving us at the end of the year. Those are facts, folks. Those are just facts. It's not that we want it to happen, but it might. But I'll tell you what, somebody who might want to pin on that A captain might just be old number 21 himself. His talent, his skill, his leadership. I'd always said Kevin Shattenkirk should be the A captain, but I'm thinking it might be Braden. So who knows? Who knows?
You never know.
Yeah.
But we went on to be victorious.
Yes, we did.
And we just ended this nightmare from last year, and we avenged it, and we defeated the Jackets.
Thank goodness.
And now there's no more talk about us choking in the first round.
And not only did we defeat the Jackets, and there's no more choking in the first round, we joined just after the Vegas Golden Knights, who I've told you is my prediction for the Stanley Cup playoffs, us on the Knights. It's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
Vegas is a tough one. But we did what they did. Didn't sweep them, but we got a chance to get an extra couple days of rest. And that's a big deal when you're playing this accelerated playoffs. You need to not only win these games, but you need them to win, if not sweep, within 4, so that you can, or 5, excuse me, so that you can get some rest before the next round.
Right.
Boston didn't get that chance. We've got that chance. That's a good thing for us.
Yeah. I think one of the keys that should be mentioned is, we have to contain them. We're going to have to shoot the puck a lot on Halleck. I go back to I remember when Halleck was on the Islanders.
Yes,
and
he was.
He was a starting goaltender.
He's a great goalie. Don't get me wrong.
Very good goaltender.
He's no Tuukka Rask, but he's
no Rask.
He's very, very good at what he does.
He's definitely no Rask.
Nope.
But I think it's important that they don't take the bait. They don't play into Boston's dirty playing, because if Boston goes down, they're going to get desperate and they're going to start looking for fights.
Yep.
And we already seen that in the last series.
That's the last thing we need.
Yeah, we just can't.
Because, if anybody throws gloves, who's going to go to the penalty box?
Yeah.
Who's going to get the 2 minutes? Don't forget, folks, it is 2 minutes for being a Lightning player. All day long.
Just remember that 5-3 Bolts win on March 7th.
Yep.
At the TD Garden, where the two teams combined for 94 penalty minutes.
Yeah, I have watched that game 6 times, front to back. I love that game. That's one of the best games I've ever seen when it comes to some serious fun and fighting.
You want to watch some fights? How about we rate that Chara versus Maroon fight?
Oh, greatness! That was so much fun.
Or the Chris Wagner versus Barclay Goodrow.
Yeah,
what a fight that was!
That was another good one.
And then 4 days before that game, at Amalie Arena, when the Bruins won the only game that they've beaten us.
That's correct.
2-1.
Yeah, not a big score.
And Nordstrom fought Yanni Gord.
Yeah, that's true. That was a mistake for Nordstrom.
Yeah, but all along the series, Braden Point's been the most important player of the Bolts.
Without a doubt. And it's funny because, first of all, he came back late to the season. A little contract stuff going on. little hip surgery stuff going on. We
Mhm.
did not know how Braden was going to be. He showed up a few games in, didn't really make a big impression on me at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I know. I remember that.
Yeah, all the way through, he was just kind of there. And not bad, but not great.
Mhm.
So fast forward to the playoffs, everyone else is showing up on these different things, social media, this stuff. Braden is nowhere to be found. And then the playoffs start, and he just starts to shine.
Mhm.
And I'm telling you what, that was a nice surprise for me to see Braden just do so well all the way through the playoffs so far.
Mhm. Yeah, he has been unbelievable.
Yes.
And another advantage that I will make perfectly clear here is not only do the Bolts have the advantage at goaltender, you're looking at a Vezina winning goaltender.
You mean Vasi the Incredible?
And he's up for a second
Yes.
Vezina. And if he doesn't get it, there's a conspiracy going on.
Yeah, I have to
Just
agree
like
with
that first year when Pekka Rinne got the Vezina over Vasi the first year.
Well, I mean, come on.
So Vasi's just been unbelievable. But our advantage on the goaltending is not just Vasi. It's McKinley, because he's been fantastic. And now that Boston doesn't have their regular goaltender in Rask in, they are using their backup.
That's
and
right.
their other two guys that back him up have absolutely no postseason experience. So this is an edge that the Bolts have. And it's a huge edge if you think about it, because if Vasi does get hurt and everything, we got a capable backup goaltender.
It's true.
If Halleck gets hurt, then what?
Yeah.
They got nobody.
They're done. They're at this point.
Yeah.
But you know what? Let's hope for, much as we want to just shellac these guys and we want to sweep them and do all that kind of stuff, let's hope that we don't have any of those kind of injuries that take players out on both sides.
Yeah.
There's people I'd love to see skate their last skate this season for an injury, but I would never want that to happen at all, because it's still, at the end of the day, these guys are all professionals. My wife actually said something really interesting a couple days, or actually when we were in Key West. We were watching the end when of course, the Bolts were victorious, and they did not just skate off or get off the ice and just leave and celebrate by themselves. They did what real teams do. They formed a line and they all congratulated each other.
Yeah,
handshakes, hugs,
yeah,
happiness. The game's over. It's almost like a schoolyard fight where, okay, we're done fighting. Let's be friends again. And that's why hockey is just that much better than all the other sports, in my opinion, because that's what you get. You get that kind of fun stuff. But that's why it's a gentleman's sport in my mind. Hey, change my mind.
So the Bolts last faced, and I got this all facts.
Yeah.
The last time the Bolts faced Halleck was March 22nd, 2018.
Oh, my God. That's a long time ago.
And if you want to go back before that, he started against Tampa when he was with the Islanders, November 14th, 2016. So 2016 was their first time they faced him, and when he was a starter with the Islanders, and then the 22nd.
Don't forget, he hasn't played in a playoff game since 2015.
Yeah, so
and that's when he was with the Islanders. That was that's 5 years ago.
A long time ago, yeah.
So he hasn't had that kind of a playoff experience until, of course, just now. But I think Tuukka really kind of messed things up for the old Bruins there. Oh well, that's what happens.
Victor Hedman led all Bolts players with on ice time 31.07.
Yeah,
and he's been on the ice, and here's an interesting stat. In that 5 overtime game, he played 57.38 minutes.
Yeah.
And he also had 23 shot attempts on goal in that game.
Yeah,
in that crazy 6-hour game in which we were victorious.
Yep. I posted up the goalie matchup showing here.
Yep. Just
so you guys can all kind of see what's going on there. It's not looking that good for the Bruins, unfortunately. But hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I saw that. I like that.
Yep.
Okay, so we already know game 1 is tonight.
Looking forward to it.
Game 2 is Tuesday at 7 p.m.
That's
Eastern
correct.
Standard Time. Game 3 is Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yep.
Game 4 is Friday at 7:30. Game 5 is Sunday, August 30th, with to be determined status.
That's correct.
Of course, it's correct. Game 6, September 1st, Tuesday, is to be determined, and Game 7, September 2, Wednesday, is to be determined.
So,
if
where,
it even goes 7,
how
I think
can
it's
you
gonna go
view
6.
these, Joe? Who will be showing these games? NBC will be showing them tonight.
Yep.
NBC Sports Network on Tuesday and Wednesday. And actually, USA Network will be showing the Friday night game.
Isn't that weird?
I know. But
Both fans, where the hell's the game? Where the hell's the game?
You know, that's happened more than once. I have recorded, God knows, I've recorded the Indy 500. I've recorded some dirt bike racing because these guys just can't seem to get it right. Now, what's funny is it says tonight's game is on NBC. But if you look at NBC here in Spectrum in Tampa Bay, we don't have the game because it's on Fox Sun. So, folks, just jump around your TV real quick and make sure you have the game, especially if you're a Spectrum customer. Oh, God, I'm so sorry if you are. Because you never know where it's going to be. That's the scary part.
I'm going to have Spectrum in January in my new place, and it's going to be free, though. I'm not going to pay for it.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, the apartment, it's part of the amenities of the apartment.
Wow.
Let's talk about...
So they're going to screw you too, huh?
Well, I'm not paying for it, so.
Well, yeah.
Let's talk about the new G-Nat line.
Yes.
Now, both fans might not be used to that terminology, but this is the definition of the G-Nat line is the trio of Yanni Gord.
Yes. The Yanni line.
Mr. Coleman.
Love it.
And Mr. Goodrow.
Love it.
Now known as G-Nat line.
Just been on fire. I mean, good gracious. Yes, we have always traditionally waited for the first line to come out, the Cooch Stamkos point line, and they've always done so well. And the other lines, yeah, they do good, but nobody is showing like the Yanni Gord line.
Yes.
Incredible speed, talent, skill, drive. I mean, these guys are just incredible. It's almost hard to talk about how good they are because I don't want to jinx it because they are just so fantastic. They pop on the ice. It's a good day all around.
It just goes to show that Julian knows what he's doing.
That's very true.
You know, trust in the Julian plan.
Yeah.
Because this man brought in all these players, and each one of them have contributed big time to this team.
That's right.
So now, no more questioning. Okay, no more questioning. Is Julian a great general manager? Julian was general managing before.
Not before you were born.
Before Yzerman.
Well, true.
He was general managing before Yzerman.
I get that.
They got together. Yzerman hired him as his assistant.
Yep.
And then he said, well, now you're more than fully capable of running this team, because them two together were always working on the general managership, and Julian was working on the salaries.
Oh, yeah.
So Julian's got a ton of experience, even more than Yzerman, and he deserves a lot of credit here for the pickups that he got.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what scares me. At the Detroit Red Wings, they scare me in the future.
No.
Oh, they do. You know, you got to give him credit, Yzerman credit, for what he's going to be bringing to the table. He brought a lot to the Lightning.
He did.
Just like Tortorelli.
Just couldn't get it done.
Or Tortorella or Tortino. Or
Tortorella got the job done.
He got the job done. Cup. And if you've noticed, and he got the job done for us, and I'll get that.
Oh, boy, he was pissed.
But if you notice, he was not a happy camper. If you saw his interviews,
lack thereof,
I just thought they were fantastic.
He just walked off the set.
Oh, my goodness. We're not here to talk about touchy-feely. Gone. It's the best ever.
Yeah.
All right. So, Joe, I have a little surprise for you. Normally, this is about our stop set where we thank everyone for, our sponsors and things like this, and we will.
Halfway point.
However, I'd like to delve a second into one of my favorite players. And no, it's not Shattenkirk, and no, it's not Point. It is a longtime Bolt. And I decided to get my wife a present on Cameo. I decided to get a little bit of a pick-me-up message because, as most of us know, my wife's a neonatal ICU nurse in St. Petersburg. She takes care of little babies. She's a little angel. So I decided to do a little special thing for her. And I'm going to play it for you real quick. And to preface this was recorded the day after the 5 overtime win. Didn't think he would do it because he's so tired. Guys, sit back and relax and watch this for a minute and a half.
Hey Lisa, it's Tyler Johnson from the Lightning. Your husband Jeff wanted to let you know how proud he is of you for all the work you do at neonatal ICU at All Children's Hospital in St. Pete. I have a lot of friends and family that are nurses and doctors, and I know how stressful everything can be for you guys, and I want to say I'm super proud of you as well. Just everything that you guys go through. I know that there's some pretty hard times, I'm sure, and it's just awesome that we have great people like you being able to help everyone and just really do everything you possibly can, and especially on your side of things with babies and families, that can be a pretty stressful situation. So from the sounds of it by Jeff, sounds like you're doing an awesome job and you're just an awesome person. So I just want to personally say thank you. We really appreciate everything that you do, and I hope you're get some off time here, or get some downtime and have some fun with you and Jeff. And again, I just want to say thanks.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's a special little gift from Tyler. The boy is incredibly talented as a skater, and plus he is just a super, super nice guy. So that brings us to the middle 30-minute mark. Let's take a little second to thank all our sponsors. All right, we'd like to thank Our Place. Our Place has fantastic breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials on every day of the week. But my favorite one itself is Sunday night, all-you-can-eat pasta, and Thursday night, all-you-can-eat crab legs. Gotta love those crab legs. We'd like to thank Eddie's Bar and Grill in Dunedin on US 1. Great wings, great food, great service. Just a fantastic place to be on any night of the week, especially when the Bolts are playing. Otherwise, we'd like to also thank Snappers Bar and Grill. Snappers on US 19 in Palm Harbor. Great wings, Taco Tuesdays, and a great place just to go and have a good time and relax and enjoy all the sports that you can see.
I will be there tomorrow night.
Yes. Oh, excellent.
Yes.
Love their wings. All right, Joe, let's move on to what's coming up this week. Yay.
Ooh.
Oh, yes. And don't forget, folks, you can call us at 727-474-8786, 727-474-8786. In fact, it's on that little thing below us, rolling on by in your screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, this Tuesday night, as we covered, is game 2. Yes. Hopefully the Bolts will be up 1-0.
Yes.
Tuesday at 7 p.m.
7
Eastern Standard Time. Yes. Game number 2.
We have to talk a little bit. They actually highlighted a couple of the different things about all 8 teams that are left.
Mm-hmm.
The Lightning, of course, Pat Maroon, we have to understand, he's the only player remaining in the playoffs with a chance to repeat as a Stanley Cup champion.
Yep.
He's the only player in the entire playoffs. That's all 8 teams.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only one.
Yep.
They
it's kind of hard to believe, ain't it?
That's right. 5th such comeback of the playoffs ever. Ties for the record of a playoff year because of all the overtime wins we've had. And Braden Point is the only one with multiple overtime goals in the playoffs. Now we got to worry about the Bruins too. The Bruins have they've been to the Eastern Conference semifinals for 3 years in a row.
Yep.
Last year they lost in the Stanley Cup final. That's a tough one. And this year before, the Lightning beat them in the conference semifinals. We hope to do that again this week.
Absolutely.
Halleck has, like we said, has not played a playoff game since 2015. So that's kind of tough right there. Now we got the Flyers Islanders to worry about after we finish up with the Bruins. The Flyers have never had a prior cup championship on their roster. Nobody. No team has won the cup in the past 21 years without a player who previously won the cup. Think about that, folks. No team has won the cup in the past 21 years without a player who previously won the cup. And who did we say is the only player who's previously won the cup in the entire series? Pat Maroon. Pat, you may be our lucky charm to keep this 21-year streak going. You know,
very, very
I
good.
know you like that stuff, huh? Yeah.
You sound as intelligent as me.
Like I know what I'm doing here. It's kind of interesting. Yes.
Okay, well, folks, there are 12 players from Boston that played in the 2018 series, still left on the Boston Bruins' current team.
Right.
Meanwhile, on our team, the Lightning have 13 players.
That's correct.
Left from the 2018 series that we played them. So we do have 13 players that played back in 2018 playing for us this year on our team.
That's right.
Those are facts.
These are good facts too.
So,
you know, the
undisputed facts
we have to worry about is there's 4 other teams, which we haven't even discussed, and that's the Avalanche.
Well, let me tell you about the Avalanche.
Yes.
They're in trouble.
Well, of course they are.
Their goaltender, as I reported first thing this morning, as soon as my guy got back to me and told me right away that their goaltender will not.
That's correct.
DeBauer, how do you pronounce his name? DeBauer.
Yeah, DeBauer.
DeBauer is not going to be in goal.
No, he will not.
In game 2 for the Avalanche. That is huge.
That's a big deal because up until then, they've had a 30.6% success rate in their power play, and their penalty kill is 88%. That is a tough stat to swallow.
It is.
These guys are really, I mean, they got Nathan McKinnon. He's a Hart Trophy winner, finalist. You know, it's really, that's a tough one. Now, I'm talking about my last because these ones scare me. The Canucks, Vancouver is the first Canadian team, or the last Canadian team left in the playoffs.
Yep.
No Canadian team has won the Stanley Cup since Montreal in 1993. So Canucks, good luck, Canucks. We got the Dallas Stars, and I don't even care
without even Ben Bishop. They're winning.
No, yeah, they're
and there's a huge advantage now because Colorado lost their goalie.
Yes,
that's huge.
It makes it a really tough game all the way around. But the Stars, I don't see them advancing. Here's the ones that concern me.
Islanders.
No, well that
gotta be.
Well, I'm concerned to get them to the end. But the Golden Knights, the Vegas Golden Knights, first team to secure a spot in the conference semifinals.
Vegas is going to be a tough threat.
It's going to be a tough threat all the way around.
Well, if everything happens like I'm predicting it to happen, it's going to be a Bolts first Islander series.
Yeah,
and they had the best of us 3 out of 4.
Yeah,
I think that's done, buried. Yeah. This is a whole different playoff.
Look, none of these teams
doesn't matter
are anything that they were in the regular season. Not only are they now playoff teams, and we know how playoff hockey is so much different from regular season hockey. Add coronavirus, add the break, add the accelerated playoffs.
Oh yeah,
there are so many unknowns right now. Now here's my predictions. I'm thinking the Lightning take the Bruins.
Yep.
The Lightning take the Islanders, and the Lightning take the Knights. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be a tough road all the way around.
Yep.
I do not see any sweeps. I would hope for the sweeps, but I think it's going to be one of those just like
I think we're going 6 against Boston.
I have a sad feeling that we are, and that I'll tell you how that hurts us is because we're going to be tired for the Islanders. I think the Islanders may sweep the Flyers. If not, it'll be 4-1. But they're going to get some extra days rest before they see us, and no one is happy about that.
Well, Hart is a hot goaltender.
Yes,
he's a very good goaltender. But I think the Islanders have just the mastermind and one of the greatest coaches that's leading them. There's no doubt that they are a force.
It's true.
And of course, I'm biased because they're my birth team.
Yeah, as the Buffalo Sabres are mine, but as we see where the Sabres are. Who are those guys? I haven't seen them.
And let me say something right now about that. Because, I still get this crap from these so-called real fans.
Yeah.
I have a birth team that I grew up with.
Yes.
I've watched the Islanders since 1972.
I
I've
agree.
been a total Islander fanatic my whole life,
Yeah.
and that has never changed. And I have
Well-
never dropped them, and I've never dropped off the bandwagon. I've
True.
just grew to love the Lightning, and now I work pretty much for the Lightning.
Well,
so
you
now
know,
it's
you got
different.
to think about this, and everyone should honestly have two teams, unless they live in the
Where's
town they
there
were
a
born in.
law that says you can't have two teams?
Yeah, you always want to hold the team where you live as your team
Right.
because you live in this area. Your team's success brings you more money, more economy, better living conditions, better stadiums, better everything.
Mhm.
So you root for the home team. Plus, it's your home team. But there's nothing wrong with rooting for your birth team. I've got the Sabres.
Damn right.
You've got the Islanders.
Yeah,
The Sabres are did horrible this year.
and he's still a fan
and
of
I'm
theirs.
still a fan of
So
the
you're
Sabres.
gonna tell Jeff that he can't be a Sabres fan? Well, who the hell are you to tell him that he can't?
Exactly.
And this
Always
has been
remember,
my point.
You know what? The naysayers are the naysayers. We love the Bolts, and he loves the Islanders. I love the Sabres. It is just what it is. I mean, heck,
Exactly.
I even played for the Sabres. Well, the Sabres Pee Wee League back in the day. But, so I've had skates with Sabres on them, and I've old jersey from the Sabres, which, of course, is gone because it's so small.
Mhm.
But, there are fans all over. There are good and bad fans. You can't say you're better than someone else because they don't agree with who you're supporting.
Yeah.
And that's always been that way. And you can call them diehard, you can call them true. I call them not good fans because good fans understand that there's other teams and those other teams have fans, and you can actually be happy for a team other than your quote home team.
And there's a
My
lot
two
of
cents.
there's a lot of other people involved here. Sam, the co-founder of this company that I started, he is a huge Lightning fan. But before he was a Lightning fan, he was a Colorado Avalanche fan.
Hey, good
So
for him.
you can't tell. So you're going to tell me that he can't root for his team?
I'm not going to tell you that.
No, what I'm saying is there's
I'm
people
joking.
there's people out there that continuously say you should only root for one team and stand by that team forever and never
Yeah.
let them go. I've never let my Islanders go. I'm still rooting for them.
Yeah.
And you know what's going to be interesting? It's going to be an emotional roller coaster ride for me. When the Islanders play, anytime the Islanders play the Lightning, it's tough.
I feel for you in that, especially because it's a playoff game, especially because the Stanley
Tough.
Cup's on the line. But I'll tell you, when it came to Lightning Sabres games throughout the years, I have to roll to the Lightning. I've got to turn my back on my Sabres for that little bit. Now, I've seen the best things I've seen jerseys cut in half and sewn together, a half Sabre, half Lightning, or a half Islanders, half Lightning. That's wonderful. But when it comes to the game time, when it comes to who are you rooting for, who do you want to win, guys, it's Bolts or nothing.
Yeah, both
right
home.
now.
Yep. Mhm.
We are in Tampa Bay. We want this cup. I'm sorry if your other team loses, but that's just the way it is. But here we go. All right, so let's talk about this game report coming up, some of the stats. We go in with 92 points. They went in with 100. Yay, they won the President's Trophy.
Good.
What happened to us last year when we won it? We don't want to talk about that because we've broken that curse. So that's not even
The curse has been broken.
And by the way, thank you, NBC, for bringing that
Firing
up.
Milbury.
No. Well, yeah, true. Thank you,
Yeah.
NBC, for bringing up the fact that we got swept 9 times. They brought it up in one game.
Mhm.
Guys. And then, oh, by the way, we won that game. So,
And Milbury's gone.
and Milbury's gone.
And deservedly
Yeah,
so.
He is. That was just rude. You don't do that.
Trashy.
That's just the wrong way to be.
Trashy.
Yeah. But all right, so we're looking right now. We average 3.2 goals per game. They average 3.5. Again, these are really close numbers, but we've always been close to the Bruins. It's not like it's a blowout. These guys have gotten where they are, fair and square, or well, as you can call it that. But they're here, and we got to deal with them. 25.2 power plays percentage for them, only 23.1 for us. Again, Not that much, but it might make a difference. Penalty kill, 81.4% for us,
We have
which
an
is really good.
Standing penalty.
Yeah,
kill.
but they got 84.3.
Yeah,
So
well,
they've got us
they got us there, but not by much.
3%. I mean, these are numbers we cannot afford to not take seriously.
And that's why you have to. I was so glad to see Steffens back in there those last 2 games.
What? Okay. All right. I was in Key West, so I was not available to get some of the behind the scenes stuff. Why did they take Steffens out of the game?
To bring in Verhaeghe.
But the guy is just on
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
The 5 overtime game. Who was the only one who had fresh skates the entire time?
Steffens.
Mitchell Steffens.
Yep.
Steffens. Why do you want to say it?
Steffens.
The kid deserves to be in the lineup and stay in the lineup.
He wins faceoffs, folks.
72% of his faceoffs
Why would you
were
take him
won.
out?
Why would you pull him? I was never more upset to see him not playing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Carter Verhaeghe. Fine. But
Carter Verhaeghe had his first assist.
he did. Good for him.
And he had a good
Where's
game.
Mitchell Stevens?
But
And
they
then-
were losing faceoffs.
I know, like crazy. So, and I'm sorry to get animated about this, but it really, really bugged both my wife and I. We're like, where's Mitchell Stevens? What is going on? It showed in the game, and then he came back, and now everything was better
The last
again.
2 games, they won.
Guys, JBB, Cooper, whatever you do, don't get rid of Mitchell Stevens. My goodness.
He ain't going anywhere.
Keep the man. Let him play.
He made a mental
Treat him
error.
right.
He made a mental error in game 1.
Everybody does.
Yeah. So
Not a big deal.
Cooper put him back in, but then he took him out for Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe did good, but we weren't winning faceoffs, and that's very important. So you know what? Congratulations, Coop. You did the right thing by putting Steffens in. And by the way, happy number 53 birthday today.
Oh, yes. Happy birthday,
John
Cooch.
Cooper's birthday today.
Or Cooper, excuse me. Very nice job.
Yep. First thing this morning, I posted it.
Yeah, he's 53.
Yep.
He just became my age. Good for him. Yeah. Hey, guys, don't forget, we're coming up about 10 minutes left in the show. Don't forget to check us out after the show. If you didn't catch the whole thing, you can rewind on Facebook, or you can check us out on CastBox, YouTube, and now Twitch TV. It's a lot for gamers, but it's really starting to morph into more of a sports venue. A lot of fun to watch. If you get a chance, check us out on Twitch. A lot of fun right there.
And we're hoping over the next few weeks to start bringing in some of these groups that I've aligned with us. And
guys, just so
the
you know,
invitation's there.
We can have up to 10 different videos going on at the same time, all the way through. Anybody who's got a sports show and supports the Lightning or the Tampa Bay in general, give us a shout. Give me a call on this 727 number. If I'm not answering it, leave a message and let me know, and I will email you with the link and get you onto the show. We'll have a lot of fun because we love all of our Tampa Bay sports, all of them, Joe.
Nope.
And we love to have positive interactions with the Tampa Bay Lightning.
This is where
don't start, Joe.
This
don't
is
start.
where we
don't
differ.
Start, Joe.
We differ in the fact that you don't necessarily have to be forced into rooting for teams that you do not like or do not want to root for. Therefore, you don't have to. You're not obligated to do so. And that's where me and Mr. Jeff,
home team
we differ.
Is the home team.
That's right. The Lightning are our home team. And we base this show on the Lightning.
And so are the Bucks.
Well, I made a concession there because the crew life is requested.
And so are the Rays. Rays up.
No Rays.
Sorry. First place. That's
no Rays. No Rays.
Okay. Okay.
No Rays.
But hey, it's always a pleasure to have everyone on. Give us a call. Check us out. We love to have viewers. We love to have people jump in,
Absolutely.
say hello, all that kind of fun stuff. So.
And disagreements happen.
And they do. And that's what makes it more fun.
Opinions and everything like that.
It
happens.
Yep.
It does happen. But, again, like I said, the biggest problem I have is the fact that, if you have a brick team and you move away and you support the new local team. Now, I go above and beyond just supporting the Lightning. Of course, doing the shows for the last 4 years and doing the toy drives, which
True.
I do.
Yes.
So
And
there's
it's a big thing for the
more.
community.
There's a lot more than just doing something,
True.
than just doing your support.
Well, that's what makes us the Tampa Bay Thunderstrikers, supporting all of Tampa Bay, because not only are we supporting the teams in Tampa Bay, we're supporting the youth in Tampa Bay. We support what the Lightning supports. We want them because they are so philanthropic to this community. They do so much more than any other team out there because that's just how they are. And we celebrate that, and we want to make sure that everyone knows about it and everyone participates in it. And we want to be part of that. Part of that is with the toy drive we do every year. And it's going to be another big toy drive this year. We didn't get a chance to do the summer, unfortunately, because of Corona.
The pandemic has put it on pause.
Everything's on pause all the way around.
There's rumors, though, that we're going up from 2 to level 3 soon.
We'll see,
because there's been less cases over the past week, so that's promising.
We'll see. Plus, vaccines are on the rise.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, it was interesting. Key West, the entire city is masking up through June 2021 so far, unless the vaccine comes out. Excuse me. And I'll tell you what, they have very few cases. Don't forget, they're an island. They are literally an island with a lot of people there, close quarters. They have limited cases because of this. They are mandatory mask. And I'll tell you, there's even a lot of, if you've ever seen Super Troopers, the show, did you ever see that movie? They have a TV show now called Tacoma FD.
I like
fantastic show. If you get a chance. And then after every show, they have what's called Talk-Oma FD, where they just do a little video conferencing thing. Steve Lemmy and
I don't remember his name.
Yeah,
I like Tacoma.
Farva. Yeah, and the thing they say at the end is we support our firefighters and emergency services, and if you want to support them too, wear a mask.
I
still
think
that's a great idea.
Emergency 51 on Cozy TV
Mr.
single day.
Yeah, you can't beat Mr. Man-Tooth.
Every single day I watch Emergency 51, and I also watch.
There's a drinking game involving that. Did you know about the drinking game?
No.
The drinking game is you take the room and you split it in half. And we played this in college all the time. And when the truck would come out of the station, if he turned right, everyone on the right side of the screen would have to drink. If they turned left, everyone on the left side would have to drink. We ran the stats one day. 72% turned to the right. So 72% of us got drunk all the time because we would play. That was literally a drinking game. Are they going to turn left or right out of the station? And it made it for a lot of fun. Right there.
I had my time when I was alcoholic, and I was living in Louisiana, and we would go on Bourbon Street and go to the bars and drink. And that's all we did is drink for 3 months until I moved out, because I said to myself, I can't keep on doing this.
This is true. By the way, speaking of Louisiana, we definitely want to send our thoughts and prayers
hurricane
to New Orleans. Remember, they are below sea level. They've have not only one but 2 hurricanes coming. It is not looking good for them. We hope that everyone gets the high ground, bunkers down. They don't have the same situation they had when in previous years with hurricanes. Guys, take this one serious. It doesn't. They're Category 1 or tropical storms.
No matter.
But my house in South Florida got destroyed by a Category 1 hurricane, Hurricane Wilma. So I don't take these things very lightly at all.
Well, you should.
Please, everyone, be careful. Boy, I'll tell you what, we're getting public service announcements right now. This is kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, again, Florida dodged a bullet.
True. We always do.
So we lucked out, and hey, it's almost time to turn on the bolts and get ready for game 1.
That's right. I'm going to share the head-to-head right now. Right now, of course, we're both 0-0 in the series. We've talked about the power play and the penalty kill percentage. And goals for, we've got them. Goals against, we are actually tied 2.5 to 2.5 goals against per game. 36 shots per game for us, 33 for them. Let's hope that really picks up. We need to make shots on the net. They really came through this series by putting that puck toward the net, not necessarily in, but get it to the net, get it in front of the paint, and let these guys go to work. And these close quarter shots, Braden Point, were just fantastic all the way around. I mean, come on, everybody knows Braden's the
Have
awesomest.
them
Hey,
G-Nats.
in fact, he's the points leader is Braden with 10 points.
Yep.
Gretzky has 9, and Braden Point is goal leader with 5 goals,
Yep.
and Gretzky has 3. Now, Kucherov has the assist as leader there with 7. Gretzky has 6. Now, Gretzky all the way around. But Kuch has really come through, and it's an assist. That shows to me that we had the depth, we have the skill, and we have the lines available to really, really do good this time.
Mhm.
Let's hope it continues.
Yep.
All right, we got about 5 minutes left in the show. What
All
else you got
facts.
for me, Joe? Give me something good.
Give you something good. Well,
yeah.
what can I say? You're back. We got
I
the
know.
show back.
It's even better that I'm back. Isn't that nice?
Take it up with Ronnie because
Yeah.
he
Hey,
seems to think that the show is better with him on it.
Ronnie Pisco, get your butt down here to Safety Harbor on a Sunday night and get on the show. I've got an extra mic. I've got extra headphones. We'll be glad to throw you on here. It gives me a better chance to just do the production stuff and not be talking so much. So, yeah, come on down.
Yeah, well, let's hope we can get Ronnie here. And again, you know, it was an awesome show, just totally off the charts in a different way.
That's not a bad thing.
Normally,
and by the way, I was watching this from Key West, and I laughed a lot.
yeah, it was a lot of fun doing it, and you know, it's it's funny. I know it's not really funny.
No, I like
we were busting on a certain person, and the certain person's not with the group anymore. But
yeah, well,
you know, people take offense sometimes when the joking around is pretty deep, and unfortunately that happens. So
yep.
You know, we just hope that we can laugh and have fun and bust on each other and do this, but without somebody getting butthurt and leaving the group.
Oh, you know, that happens anyways. I mean, that's just kind of what happens. If you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. If you're not a Lightning fan, well, it's too bad. You should be a Lightning fan.
Well, maybe he'll come back.
I doubt it.
Well, you never know.
I know. I doubt it. Because as long as I'm producing, nope. But that's all right.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
I have a very, very good idea who you're talking about.
You probably don't.
Oh, well, we'll chat after the show.
Because you know I monitor everything in the Thunderstrikers 24/7, and I see who.
Yeah,
comes,
no kidding.
Who
By
comes,
the way,
who goes.
3 a.m, you're posting stuff. You texted me one couple weeks ago at like 3 a.m. Here's our numbers. I'm like, okay, I'm sleeping. I don't know about you guys. Eastern Standard Time doesn't mean crap for Joe because he must be a night owl. Because my phone beeps and I'm like, oh, it must be an emergency because it's beeping. And no, it was Joe telling me something about the Lightning, which I love to hear stuff about the Lightning. But 3 a.m, even the Lightning are asleep at 3 a.m. They don't even Cooper does not want to hear about the Lightning at 3 a.m. Get it?
It's just how I roll.
I know. You're so
I'm just like so committed to this project and this
Yes,
company and the things that we do for the show.
It's very nice of you.
That's the way it goes. And like I said, I think I know who he's thinking.
Oh, I know who I'm thinking of.
But it's not.
Oh,
it's somebody else.
I kind of look forward to hearing this after the show because we have a lot to catch up on, Mr. I was going to be here at 6 to tell you about all these other people that have joined up.
I don't remember saying that.
Uh-huh. It's even on a text, but that's okay. 6:30, no time to talk about production. Let's just jump in because Jeff's going to produce the crap out of this show. Yeah.
Well, we came ready and we came to the plate, and it's true. Actually, every weekend we come to the plate because, you know, quite frankly, I look at all these groups and I do like the fact that there's more and more groups happening every day.
Me too.
And when I first started this 4 years,
5 years ago.
Well, 5 years I started the group, but 4 years is when I've been broadcasting.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to get this big, this fast in less than 4 years, you know, getting to this point. So I'm very happy with where we are right now. And we're adding groups. Well, they must be watching our shows because they come to me and say,
yeah, but don't forget. Yes, they see our show, but we see theirs too. We've reached out to a lot of different groups because
Sticks of Fire,
Sticks of Fire, Shooter and Stash. These guys,
that was good.
All the way around. Anybody who's a Tampa Bay Lightning fan, broadcaster, announcer, you
Group.
name it. We invite them
Sure we do.
to come on. Let's share resources. Let's work together. And we'll just keep making this show so big. Eventually, we're going to be on TV because this is a fantastic show. It always is. However, it is 7:59. Ooh, it's 8 o'clock. So give me a last minute out there, Joe. What you got?
The only thing I got, we were right up on time here. So let's go, Bolts. Let's win game 1. Let's bring the Distant Thunder.
That's right, Distant Thunder, and get ready for some serious game tonight.
Go
And
Bolts.
Go Bolts.